I'm Nicole, and today I am filming a video with
Audramel.
Today we are doing the our first time tag or whatever it's called, something like that. She has the questions on her iPod. She's gonna say the questions, and we're gonna answer them. Pretty much that. Okay, let's get started.
What was your first YouTube video?
First YouTube video I posted was introducing myself video, where I told you guys some things about me, and that was about it.
My first YouTube video was actually a failed Bean Boozled challenge that me and her did during the summer, and I just never deleted it.
Yeah.
So it's still on my page.
Go check that out if you like.
Links down below. First person you subscribed to on YouTube?
Okay, well I created a new channel for my YouTube stuff. So I'm gonna go with that channel, and that I think was either PewDiePie or JC Kalen.
I think mine was either, I also made this like in middle school, so I think mine was either like Shane Dawson or the Shaytards. I don't really remember. Okay, first Facebook profile picture. I feel like this is one of those, add the picture here. It's like,
yeah, you know what, because I really honestly don't know. So we're just gonna put the picture, there's actually probably gonna be like full screen, so you're gonna see
yeah.
full screen picture, probably right about now.
And now.
For hers. Okay, so that's pretty much that.
Okay.
Anyways, continuing.
Do you still talk to your first love?
No. No.
Yes. What was your first alcoholic drink?
Okay, so my first alcoholic drink was beer, and it was when I was around 7, I think, and I was with my dad in Seattle. The entire family, we were all outside in the back around a campfire. We were just hanging out, chilling, whatever, doing what families do. And my dad was like, "Hey, you want to try a sip of beer?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And so I tried that, and I wanted to throw up because it tasted so bad. So then my stepmom gave me a sip of wine to get rid of the taste in my mouth, and that also tasted bad to me at the time. So yeah, that's that.
I think my first drink was probably wine because my parents would give it to me during Christmas time. It's kind of like a Hispanic thing. Families do that. I mean, I was supervised, so I wasn't being stupid.
Yeah.
But the actual first drink that I had was what my siblings gave me, so I would never drink it again in my entire life. They gave me a shot of vodka, and I didn't know it was vodka because I didn't know what vodka was, and I'm never gonna drink that again. So, good job, siblings. Okay, what was your first job?
My first legal job was all uniform wear.
Legit job? I don't have one. I haven't had one. I mean, I've babysat, but like that's not an actual job. But we're getting there. Okay, what was your first car?
My first car is the car that I have now. And it's a Kia Spectra 2007, I think it is. It's white and it's beautiful.
I don't have a car, but my car will be a Hyundai Accent 2005. It's pretty and it's blue. Who was the first person to text you today?
My mommy. She asked me if I was at school yet.
I think mine was my friend Sam. Who is the first person you thought of this morning?
JC Kalen, I love you.
I don't know. Probably like my mom, because she came in to like wake me up, and then I was thinking, no, Mom, let me sleep. Who was your first grade teacher?
I actually don't remember my first grade teacher, but my second grade teacher was, her name is Miss Young, and she was the first teacher I had in Florida, so I guess it counts as a first time thing.
My first grade teacher, her name was Miss Gibbs, and I remember her because she was literally like the best teacher I ever had, and I also had her again in 3rd grade because she changed grade. Where did you go on your first ride on an airplane?
I went on my first ride on an airplane. We were flying to Florida.
I think my first trip was Puerto Rico, and I went when I was like 5 with my dad. Who was your first best friend, and do you still talk to them?
My first best friend, I think her name was like Megan, and it was in kindergarten. And I remember we sat there and I was playing with like Legos or dolls or something in like this little corner, and she came over and she was like, "Hey, can I play too?" And then after that we were just best friends forever.
I had 2 in kindergarten, and one of them's name was Tia and the other one's name was Sharda, and I do not talk. I don't know what happened to Sharda. But I do have Tia.
She fell off the face of the earth.
Basically. I do have Tia on social media, but I don't talk to her. So, where was your first sleepover?
The first place I slept over at was my friend that was the neighbor to my dad. And I was with my mom at the time. Like, it was her week to have me. So she said that I could sleep over. And then in the middle of the night, like, I was like freaking out because I didn't want to be alone or whatever. Like, I was scared of a sleepover. So my mom was staying at my aunt's house, which is like 5 minutes away from where I was spending the night, and she came back and got me.
I think mine was like 2nd or 3rd grade, because my parents were always like nervous that they didn't want to leave me at somebody's house. But my dad worked with this girl's dad, and it was for her birthday, and I stayed. Her mom got us coffee cake in the morning.
Oh, that sounds yummy.
What was the first thing you did this morning?
I came downstairs and ate breakfast.
I got up and then I went to the bathroom.
True.
What was the first concert you ever went to?
According to my mother, it was like a Jeff Dunham comedy thing. Like, we saw Jeff Dunham live, which was freaking amazing because I love Jeff Dunham. But other than that, because I don't really consider that a concert, my first concert was with this girl, and it wasn't like a real like concert, but it was a free concert meet and greet thing at the Orlando Mall for I Am 5. That I still love them.
I have 3, but I only remember one of them.
How do you have 3 first concerts?
Like legit ones that I have to like remember. I can't remember like which one came first. When I was like really young, I went to go see a Hispanic singer. I forgot his name. I went to see him at SeaWorld with my family. He had a concert. And then after that, I saw Jesse McCartney and Kelly Clarkson.
Ooh, they're fun.
At Cypress Garden. And that was like 2004. Like, I was baby. But I remember
awesome.
seeing Jesse McCartney, so.
Yes, ma'am.
And then my actual real, like, legit first concert I remember was back in 2010, and I saw the Jonas Brothers, and
She freaked out.
the whole Camp Rock first broken bone.
Okay, my first broken bone is my knee. And basically, I was on a trampoline. There's a lot of people on that damn trampoline. So that was 8 people on one trampoline. And you know how when you're on a trampoline and one person bounces, and then as soon as you come back down, the other person bounces and makes you go higher? Mm-hmm. Well, at that point, when that happened, my knee kind of like went like shit. And I actually like cracked the pieces of my bone.
Ouch.
Off of it. So yeah, that's fun.
I have never broken a bone. Knock on wood. Because
That's not, actually that is real wood. So you're good.
first piercing. First foreign country you've gone to? None. I guess Puerto Rico, but then I've been to South America as well. So.
I hate you.
First movie you remember seeing?
What?
Okay, the first movie I remember seeing was Shrek.
How do you
in
remember
theaters with my brother.
I was at my stepmom's. It was when I was in Seattle with my stepmom, and we watched The Fox and the Hound.
When was your first detention? Mine is a joke. Literally a joke, let me tell you. 7th grade, I had a teacher for math, and she had to leave on maternity leave because she was having a child. And we had a really annoying guy teacher. We had him for like 4 months, and he was rude, and he didn't teach or anything. And one day I was in class, I was really, really sick. Like, I had a really bad stuffed nose, I was sneezing, coughing, all that jazz. And I raised my hand to ask for a tissue because he was one of those teachers where he was like, if you talk, you're gonna get taken out of the class or whatever. I raised my hand for a tissue, and he didn't come over to me. So I got up and grabbed the tissue because my nose was literally spitting out mucus, and obviously I wasn't gonna like sit there and let that happen. So I got up and I grabbed the tissue, and he got mad because I got up without asking, and I was like, I'm sorry, my nose was dripping. And he gave me a lunch detention for that.
Okay, I don't remember my first detention because in elementary school, I never did my homework, and whenever you don't do your homework, you always got sent to detention.
Who was your first roommate? LOL. I slept with my sister when I was younger. Does that count?
My little sister, does that count?
If you had one wish, what would it be?
To meet JC Kalen and to spend an entire day with him and just do a bunch of things. Like literally that would be it. Like that would make my day. That would make my life.
For me, it would probably be like to live like a life, like a stress-free, happy, like super positive life.
Oh my gosh, because that would ever happen.
A girl can dream.
A girl can dream.
What was the first sport you were involved in? I was soccer.
T-ball.
What was the first thing you do when you get home?
I take out puppy.
Depending on like what time I get home, I either come home and I nap for a little bit, or I come home and I like do stuff that I have to do for the day. And last question is, when was your first kiss?
We don't speak of this.
I was 17.
I was 18, but we don't speak of it. So you're not gonna get a story for this one. I'm sorry.
Mine was just with my current boyfriend, and it was really awkward because I didn't know what to do, and we just stood in front of my house and I didn't know it was coming, and I was just like, oh, and we kissed, and it was like a peck. It was literally like, mwah, like that's it. But yes.
Thank you guys so much for watching. All of her links will be down below, so go follow her on Twitter and on Instagram and on YouTube, or subscribe to her on YouTube. Go watch her latest video. Go do all that stuff, and then once you're done with that, come back here and subscribe to me. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. Go watch my previous video, which will also be in the link. And before you do all that, press that like button below. Give any comments if you'd like to share any of your first times. Go on ahead. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.